but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Together, amazing grace, how sweet the song that saved a wretch like me. But now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Yeah. Oh, happy day. When Jesus walked, oh, when he walked, when my Jesus walked, he washed my sins away. Oh, happy day, oh, happy day, oh, happy day, yeah, oh, happy day. When my Jesus washed, oh, when he washed.
Witnessing this celebration of the 100 years of the Apostolic Church, I must first of all thank God for this wonderful privilege given to me. And I don't know what I should say. I'm so happy, because it is not a right, but it is a privilege given to me by God. Because many people came to this church, they are not here. But I'm opportune to celebrate this 100-year anniversary of the Apostolic Church. And I just hope and pray, and I'm happy that participant and all the blessing that our president of the Apostolic Church has released this evening. I'm a part and parcel of the blessing. And I know as I'm leaving this place, my life has changed for good.
My experience in this centenary celebration is really a conviction, because in my whole Christian life, I had not really been taking the things of God as serious as I should have been taking them. And one of the things I noted so much was in the history of the Apostolic Church, on the video that was shown in the church, in which they said some missionaries who were sent to African countries from the white countries did not return. So it touched me so much to know that those people actually came, and maybe some of them had died, some of them might have been attacked by the traditional people of the African countries. And this inspired me a lot, that I'm not doing enough for God. And so the centenary celebration has influenced me in that from now on I'll take spiritual things very serious, and I'm going to put more effort in the things of God, so that I will also be great like those great men of God and our fathers in the Lord. Thank you.
I'm so proud to be in this celebration, the Apostolic Church 100 years, and it's even nice. I'm so proud to be an apostolic, because there are many people who came to start the Apostolic Church and they are not privileged to see this 100 years program. But I thank God for my life, my family, the Apostolic Church, a growing church, and I'm so proud to be an apostolic. Thank you.
I am grateful to attend the 100 years celebration, because our forefathers have suffered and today I can enjoy it. I am happy because I am among the celebrants who are participating in celebrating. The word that has come in today has touched me. I saw a man of God that had the heart of people to preach the word of God and call others. Even in Cameroon, Pa Oyoyo and the other men of God that have passed away, that have stood the ground that we should be children of the apostolic. I will never go away from apostolic because they have the word of God. Their word of God is perfect and strong. So no other doctrine shall move me, because I've seen the power thereof inside the church. And the man of God has told us today how he entered the church in 1968, and today he is still in the church. Nothing shall shake him. Could not shake us. We are behind him. We shall celebrate until the end of our life. Thank you for the celebration.
Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day.
My impressions of this centenary celebration, it was very, very good. In fact,
yes. In fact, superfluous. Those are the words that I can use to describe this celebration.
I'm so happy this evening participating, celebrating the 100 years of the Apostolic Church. Indeed, I find a lot of joy around people of God. I am so blessed. There are people who started this work, but they were not able to see this great celebration. But God has given me the grace to experience it in the presence of the National President of the Apostolic Church and the Secretary General of the Church and the entire metropolis. We are celebrating it together. I'm so happy. I feel so blessed. You can see the t-shirt of the 100-year celebration of the Apostolic Church on me right now. I feel so happy. Thank you very much.
The main organizer of this event, we've come to the end of the first segment. What are your impressions?
The celebration has been a success from the day number one. We started with the football match and we continued with other spiritual activities. Today we are running up. I can say that my impressions are very, very bright. I can say that God was there to help us in all the phases of this celebration. I simply obeyed the instructions of National Council and see this. My pastors were working at the event and everything went well as we had planned them.
What special message to those who will need to watch this video during the 200th?
Let those who are still in the world listen from what were handed over to us. The gospel of peace, the gospel of salvation, and before it is next 100 years, the number of souls that will be won to Christ will double or even triple, because we are told from statistics that the total number of apostolics in the world could be 15 million. So let us expect that by the next centenary it will be 30 or 45 million members. Yes, apostolics are supposed to know that the term apostolic means someone sent. We are sent. And so let's keep that message ringing around. It will be a crime for every apostolic to keep having internal programs like revival and these very interesting services indoor. They are not bad, but God did not design that it be only indoor, developing a kind of communism, no? We're supposed to go out and preach the gospel and get people saved. That is the message I am sending across. As preached tonight by the National President, that the church is like a big ship that will carry people ahead. So people are supposed to come into the ship. And how will they come if no one is going to invite them? So that is what every apostolic should carry into the next century.
We are privileged to be with the for keeping alive, to participate in these celebrations. One, because if I was not like founders, and so my impression is that we have to thank God for them and therefore be challenged with what has happened.
Now, if I may get historical, when did you become part of the apostolic movement?
To be sincere, I was converted in 1969 when the late President Pastor Mokwe at the time was a rock. God used him to convert me.
So how did you meet the church at that time, 1969, and we are now in 2016? What is your assessment of the church then?
My assessment as to the time I was converted is that the church was evangelically minded. They were serious, and they were anybody who was called at the time felt the call of God on him and could go to any length. For example, I was moving on foot from my village from Sumber to Sabis, that is from morning to about 8 o'clock at night, with the thick forests. And when Evangelist Tanner came with a helicopter, I was left after the preaching. I was left there to follow the converts. And that very year, I was able, with the zeal I had and the satisfaction of being a child of God, in fact, motivated me to open 7 assemblies, which are a district today. That is Paul, Villeva Paul, Banga Pongo, Sabis, Agon, Besali, and for
History. And the pastors today, what is missing?
The thing that is missing, the missing link of this time of the pastors and the old time of the pastors is that there is a calling gap. That means the people and a spiritual revelation, and so many people are in the field not because they are called, not because they've gone through the school, which is like a fabricating type of machine, and which really has brought a lot of difficulties to the apostolic church in terms of administration and also in ministry. Many of these young pastors are not steady because they reflect on the call of God, is not giving keen attention.
Now, around 100 years and has gone. We are to begin, we are at the dawn of the next decade, the next century of the apostolic. What is the challenge ahead, being on seat as an administrator and as a father of the church?
I think the challenge is the relaunching or reviving the spirit of soul winning as it was in the past. I was chairman of the whole crusade. We did a follow-up, prepared follow-up papers. Can you believe that in the filling of those decision cards, dead men's names were being filled? Some names were dead people's names were being put in the decision cards and follow-up papers. And can you believe that people also were giving wrong destinations? So it became very difficult to see that we come. They cannot follow somebody, but thanks be to God. If we have been safe, follow them up and encourage them to be consistent in the faith. Today, the ministers more radical, and so our attention today, like ministers, is geared toward having cars. This is very bad because materialism frustrates spiritualism. And so I'm very outright. I'm talking outright. Because people look on money than on what God wants them to do. So the spirit of mammon has entered into the hearts and lives of ministers, and therefore destroying the ministry. Jesus said, either you are in for mammon or you are in for him.
So there is a lot that has been talked about with regards to the ministers. Now, a lot of apostolic Christians will be watching this. What challenge are you giving to them with regards to the mandate of keeping the glory of God?
A technical student, and when the Spirit of God came upon him, he had to devote himself to serve God and see that the gospel, the life of Christ, the lifestyle of Christ was lived. When I read about him, I was so challenged when he said he was the sole person who was praying for 3,000 Christians to become saved. And that was what motivated him. And that being his motivation point, he had to sacrifice, and truly more than 3,000 Christians were saved. So I believe that for Cameroonians, I want to say all of us apostolics who are really been given the baton early church. We should continue in the spirit of early church. Everybody should be a soul winner, and everybody should live a lifestyle of Christ, and everybody should be a good example for one another.
What is the happy centenary celebration, sir? Huh? What is the happy centenary celebration?
Happy centenary celebration.
Any special last word?
Well, I want to thank the GVTV for a job well done. I reflect on what happened in Yoga. I want to really thank Reverend Dr. Poskin and his team for a well-planned centenary, and I believe that it has come up as a motivation factor for us to think on, to try to see how we can continue the celebration, because celebration is not only one day. We can celebrate for one whole year. Think about that and do it in a big style.
We are so privileged that to have you on the cameras of Glorious Vision TV. We are celebrating the centenary anniversary of the Glorious Vision of the Apostolic Church. What to you is your impression at this particular time that God has made it that you are the president of the chief apostle of the Apostolic Church Cameroon?
Impressions are indeed hard, because in the first place, it is something that at a little corner with no good dreams to be what I'm saying today. But if God has done it through my hands at this time, I give all the glory to God.
What assessment can you make of the church then and the church now, the ministers then?
Like when they go out on an outreach to Tango, the day you don't have it, and they put you 1,000 francs in your hand, you just take with joy. So that is how they contributed work on the field. They gave me Mondema as my first place of work. There were those of the Pamol. You can go and evangelize, and you have souls today. Next month you want to go, they say they have all gone on transfer. And you have to start all over. That is how they work in that area. Until today, a little district is now, it's now coming up. I think if my dreams are not too big, I can tell you it will not be long. The area will be a group. Amen. Yes, just Mondemba will be a group, because God is blessing the work in that area. Amen. The fathers of those days sacrificed to prepare the work to what we have today.
100 years have gone. We are about to begin another segment of a decade and a century. What do you think are the challenges that this church is going to face, and how prepared are you as the chief apostle to enable that the baton of command is handed over for the right things to be done?
The first challenge is ministers, most of the ministers today don't know the pains that the fathers and other things will replace it. Doctrines that will be for the building of the people rather than building the kingdom. So our prayer is that today this doctrine must be rehearsed every Sunday, so that those who are just coming in will know that this is working in the vestries, waiting for Christians to come. Things have changed. So we are praying that God should send another revival, like the one that happened in Wales, 1904 to 06, so that another move of the Spirit will happen, and like I will say, a fresh start of a new vision to empower those that maybe have relaxed, taking things for granted. Manna will come down from heaven. You cannot pay your 200 francs to go and preach where you have been planned. Those days were tricky. Riding bicycles. Today, the story is different. It's a plan. I've seen my name on the ministry plan to go and I don't have transport. That is the problem. But people sacrifice. People sacrifice. Conventions, I know. Right to Bekomo was just one district. And the district pastor of Kumba control right to Bekomo. And when there is a convention in the Kondo Titi or in Bonge, I know many times that we ride on our bicycle joyfully. Those who were trekking trekked. It is not like that today. So the challenge before us is very, very high. And we are praying that this God of apostolic, who arrested us, took us out of ourselves unto himself, should move again in a man's spirit happen.
Will definitely be watching you, and who will come after the years to actually listen to this tape as far as the work of the ministry.
Holding the doctrine, maintaining the fellowship, practicing Holy Communion as the meal that connects them to Christ's passion, and the prayers that moves mountain. If they hold on to this, Acts 2:42, this church shall be strong, and they too shall prosper, because nobody that humbles himself